Parashat vaetchanan. It says in the beginning of the parasha, לא תוסיפו על הדבר אשר אנוכי מצווה אתכם ולא תגרעו ממנו. That means you should not add on the words that I, Hashem, command you, and you should not subtract from it. Rabbi Yehuda Ptaya, zichrono levracha, brought a story and tried to bring the point home. And he said that there was a doctor who came to a sick person and he told him, you need to buy so-and-so ingredients, so-and-so medicine, grind it, mix it, do not add anything, and do not remove anything from everything I told you to do. A friend of his, of the sick person, was there, and later on he saw that the sick person put all the medicine into a jug, a container, and he screamed at him, but the doctor didn't tell you to use any container, what you doing? And the sick person told him, what do you mean? It's clear cut and understandable to myself and to the doctor that's to be able to use the medicine and mix everything, I need to use a container. And this is exactly about all our mitzvot. We should not add or diminish anything. That means no more than 4 species of sukkot, not more than 4 houses, okay, places in the tefillin of the head. And everything that our rabbi sort of added, the rabbi didn't add. They just put a fence to what is already exist. And that's going to answer us to the words of Chazal, our rabbis, in Masechet Brachot. Every person who transgress and go against the words of our rabbis, liable death. Why? And it's very hard. How can you understand? Sometimes the avera from the Torah itself is not liable of death. How come the one who transgress the words of the rabbi going to get death penalty? And the answer is that the one who go against the words of the rabbi is like piercing the vessel that's hold the medicine, and everything gonna leak and you're gonna lose everything. That's mean after you opening a small, narrow opening even in the words of the Chachamim and against them, and then you're going to transgress the most of the Torah, Chas v'Chalila. The Ben Ish Chai explained a little bit more, and he said that we got 248 body parts compared to the 248 mitzvot you should do. And the same, we got 365 sinevus, gidim, against the 365 mitzvot you should not do. And exactly is in a physical human body, any add or lack of a limb or body part is a blemish. Also, all the Jews, each one of us, obligate to fulfill and keep the 613 mitzvot that it's in his hand to do perfectly, with happiness. As later on we learn in our parasha, ואהבת את השם אלוקיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. And you should love Hashem your God with all your heart, soul and resources. It's a privilege to be Jew. And it's also an obligation and a responsibility. And Klal Israel, the totality of Klal Israel, are guarantor to one another as a total perfect body, as the 613 mitzvot. So don't forget, if you see a fellow Jew which is hungry, spiritually or physically, invite him for the table of Shabbat, which is it's a tremendous connection to one another and to Hashem blesses He. As a beautiful Shabbat, Parashat vaetchanan, nachat ruach to Klal Israel.